And welcome back to Small Business Saturday Shout Out. I am your host, Alicia Khoury, and today's guest is Johnny Urban. Let me tell you about Johnny. So Johnny teaches coaches, healers, and therapists to craft and deliver such a clear, powerful, and compelling message that your ideal client can't wait to work with you. She's the founder and CEO of Sensitive Authentic Speaker, certified master trainer in NLP, hypnotherapy, and life success coaching. She's the author of Stop the Madness: How a Highly Sensitive Person Can Thrive in a Chaotic World. And as a highly sensitive entrepreneur that struggled with traditional marketing of her own business, she found a way that not only honored her sensitivities, but also enhanced her natural leadership and training skills. And I would love to welcome to Small Business Saturday Shout Out, Johnny Urban.
Thank you. Thank you, Alicia. That was wonderful. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. You inspired me because I love speaking, as you can tell. And also, we've met a while ago, and I love how you work with your clients because everybody's voice is unique and individual, and you're not cookie cutter at all.
Yeah.
So exactly. How did you come about teaching and training speaking?
Okay. My story happened about 10 years ago. And what happened is I had already taken training for public speaking from various different trainers that I paid to train me, and most of that training was not going to work for me because they want to turn you into an entertainer, and I didn't want that. I just wanted to communicate better for an audience so I could grow my business as a coach. And so I learned some things, but then with my background in NLP and hypnosis and all that kind of stuff, I go, wait a minute, there's something better out there that can really work for people like me, for me. And so
because you said you're introverted.
Yes, I'm technically an introvert. I can be an extrovert when I've taken good care of myself and gotten good sleep and food and everything. Then I come out of my shell a little bit, but mostly a highly sensitive person. And we'll go into that when we have more time one of these days. But it's the sensitivity is what helped me develop the program. It's because I was like, okay, this isn't working for me. And it's not whatever they were teaching me. It's not, I don't want to be an entertainer. I want to be me. I want to be my authentic self. So I took all of this training and I go, and I'll use this. I won't use that. I'm going to create my own method. I want to really quick short time. I was actually speaking locally where I am in Southern California at networking events and on stage and everything. And all of a sudden people were like, oh my gosh, you've changed. It's like I now understand what you're saying and who you serve and who you are just from this little, 15, 20 minute talk. And can you teach me what you're doing? Because I always do. And that happened. They started asking me this about 10 years ago. So I had my very first little course. I was just going to say, okay, I'm just going to do this a one and done thing. I'm going to help people out and walk away. I was in the back of a coffee shop, not even a little private room, but in the open dining room of this coffee shop with about 6 people. And we met once a week for 6 weeks. And they came out of that with just like, oh my gosh. And I get feedback today, 10 years later, from people that were in that class. They're still thanking me.
That's wonderful.
Changed the whole trajectory of their business and their life.
That is wonderful because it's really about learning how to message yourself and what you what you offer in a very powerful way.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I have you have a challenge that's it's a 5-day challenge that you have coming up that I want to make sure that we share that with everybody. It's a 5-day easy peasy challenge.
Easy peasy.
So tell us about your challenge that you have coming up.
So what this challenge is all about is it's about, and this is so funny. People says, well, what's the challenge part of the challenge? And I go, showing up.
Yes. That's the biggest, listen, that don't discount that, because a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
They don't show up.
Yeah. And but what the challenge is all about is what I feel is like three really important pieces of speaking. And whether it's, and I look at it this way, especially in this new era that we're in, we're speaking everywhere. We're, or you should be, if you're going to want to grow your business. You're going to be on, maybe you're going to be looking for podcasts. You're going to be being interviewed like we are right here, something, or you're writing it. You're typing it out. You're doing emails. You're doing,
social media posts. There's, in marketing, there's tons. Facebook Lives.
Yeah. And so connecting with those people, no matter how you do this, connecting with those people so that you can find your perfect ideal client that you'll just love to work with. It's essential that you write and speak this in a way that really showcases who you are authentically. And when you do it this way, with the system that I have and I've developed, and by the way, I keep learning more and more. I go, oh my gosh, I just learned something new last week from sales page copy, and I was like, oh, that's so brilliant. So I bring everything to the table, whenever I learn something new, and it's getting and it attracts people, and I pay attention to that. It's like a lot of what I learned about what an audience wants was watching the audience.
Nice.
And, Alicia, I've been with Tony Robbins Group, I'm a senior leader in his environment for 20 years. And being in that interactive live experience of one of his events.
You are soaking up so much.
Yeah. And I was like, wait a minute, look what just happened to the audience. He said this, he did, and then look at this, or somebody else said something. I was like, oh my God, this is brilliant.
You're making the connections.
Yeah, the connection. Yeah, and waking people up, and it's just come all together. And the challenge is I'm going to share with you those three key pieces, and they're critical. They're critical pieces, and it's not just what's in your talk or your speech. It's what happens before. Like the first key is, what are you going to do? Where are you going to go to get your message? Where, everybody's unique. Everybody is like, not everybody's good for podcasting. Not everybody's good for interviews or on TV or radio. Not everybody fits into that because, number one, of who you are, but also where's your audience?
Yeah.
Where is your ideal client sitting and listening and reading and doing all this kind of stuff? You have to kind of like come up with at least three places that you're going to be speaking at or showing up at. So we got to decide.
Yeah.
And that's the first key that's the starting point. And then I go into the second key is about what's inside your speech, inside that structure. There's a structure there. And I'll go into that on the very last day. But the second piece is your big why story. I call it your big why.
That's so huge. People don't really know how to dig into that.
Yeah. And it's hard because it's one of those stories that you formulate and come together by just living your everyday life. And so people are like, you mean that's important, that I like to go out and smell all the yellow flowers on my walk?
Like, who cares about those things?
Yeah, no, your people want to know little things about the quirkiness, the weird stuff.
I talk to people all the time about that, and they're like, why should I don't want to talk about that. I'm like, that is gold. Are you kidding me? That's what you need to be talking to, because those are the little pieces that connect you to someone else that resonate more with your story. You have to share all these little pieces. I love that. Well, tell everybody when it starts and then how they can be a part of the challenge, because listen, any kind of storytelling or any kind of speaking that you're doing, you need to be a part of this 5-day challenge. And the best part is, how much does it cost?
$0.
Free.
$0.
The best part.
$0. Just a little bit of your time. I swear I make it easy.
She is going to pour into you and teach you the fundamentals of how to speak in public, your message, not just I can get up in front of people and speak, but what is your core message that you need to share so that you can attract those clients? That is so big. So when does it start?
Search March 15th. March 15th, we're going to be live on Zoom. And it's not going to be on Facebook. I'm sorry. We do have a Facebook group I want you to join, but we're going to do live on Zoom. I love the Zoom platform, and you're going to love it too if you're not on it yet. But it's March 15th. It's going to be 12 noon Pacific time.
12 noon, March 15th. And you have a special guest joining you, don't you?
I do. Alicia is going to join me. She's going to be talking and sharing about all her knowledge about how we can get on TV and radio and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah. So I'm going to share a little bit when I come on the 15th. So you have to be there on the 15th so you can hear about getting on TV, getting on in podcasts, getting on lives, how to get on radio and all those wonderful things to expose yourself to more people, to get more to share your message.
Yes.
So,
and this is what I can guarantee you. By the time the 5 days is up, you're going to have a clear vision of what your path is going to be. I've worked with people in no less than 2 hours, and they come back with, especially the blueprint. You're going to get my blueprint, and we're going to be kind of like working on it, especially up to the last day. It's amazing how people all of a sudden be like, oh my God, I thought my brand was this, but it's really this.
Oh,
because I know how to ask those kind of questions.
Yeah.
So that
clarity is so key. If you are so bouncing back and forth, I'm not sure, or like me, you're trying to do 10,000 different things at the same time.
I belong to that club too.
Yeah. What is your core message? What is that brand message that you need to have? And she is going to help you clarify that. That is, people pay thousands of dollars to help them get that clarity. And you are getting that in a 5-day challenge for free, March 15th. So this is what I want you to do. Go text the word challenge to the number on the screen. She has it in her name signature, as well as it's going across the bottom of the screen. So 714-887-8101. Text the word challenge and you will get linked to how to sign up, because you need to sign up for the 5-day challenge so you can get the Zoom link. And if you don't want to text, this is the website. The website is sensitiveauthenticSpeaker.com/5-day-challenge. That's a mouthful. But if you can go to sensitiveauthenticSpeaker.com/5-day-challenge, and you can sign up there as well. Oh my goodness. And again, March 15th is the date. March 15th at noon, Pacific time. Yeah, I'm an Eastern timer, so I have to always, noon Pacific time. So that's the date of the challenge. And so Johnny,
yes,
before we close, just again, share with us the 3 tips that they're going to learn.
They're going to get, first of all, be able to decide where's the best platform you should be at based on your client base and your personality. And the second key is your big why story. It's like, why do you do what you do? What's your values wrapped around it? And honestly, the story has nothing to do with your business, but it has everything to do with how you're going to market your business.
Yes.
And who you're going to attract, everything like that. And the third key is, should I share this?
No, keep it. Keep the third key.
I already said the word once.
I know, but you know what? People are going to forget. But come March 15th, I'm going to be there. You should be there. Johnny's definitely going to be there.
I'll be there.
So come and learn and grow and learn how to really connect your message to your mission, your purpose, and how to really draw and attract the clients that you need. So again, it's https://sensitiveauthentic-speaker.com/5-day-challenge. And if you're too tired of typing all of that, you can just text the word challenge to 714-887-8101, and you'll get the link to
You'll get to the same page.
You'll get to the same page. So you got 2 ways. So you got no excuse. You got 2 ways to get to her to sign up for this free, did I say free? Free 5-day challenge. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of you on Zoom on March 15th because I will be there.
Yay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Alicia.
you, Johnny.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay. That was Johnny Urban, everyone. And don't forget, sign up for the 5-day challenge. Make sure that you're there on March 15th at noon Pacific time. And once again, text the word challenge to 714-887-8101. So this is Alicia Curry saying thank you. Thank you so much, Johnny. And I will see you next time. Mwah.